Hi, Statesman Nation. Here with Chelsee Herron, senior out of Anaheim, California. Appreciate you coming in for a little while. I know you're feeling like you're going to freeze up. We'll be all cold because we're just going to talk, and it's just a nice conversation, so it's all good. How's your day going, first off, I guess?
Going well. It's Friday.
There you go. Friday's always good. Senior day tomorrow. We'll get into that in a second, but you guys have four games, so I'm sure you're trying to kind of rest up a little bit, so you've got all the energy you need for a full 4 games, right?
4 important games.
There you go. Well, I've already segued to it, so let's just roll into it. Senior day tomorrow, Evangel, noon start. I guess tell me what you're thinking.
Kind of feeling nervous a little bit, but
Sure.
These 2 games are really important along with the 2 after. But
Right.
senior day, it's kind of bittersweet. It's our
Yeah.
last home game,
Sure.
home conference game,
Right.
so it's just it's a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
All this hard work time.
Sure.
It's almost over. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Talk about, I guess, wrapping your career up in a nice bow. You're 2 years here, you're 2 years at your JUCO. I mean, I know it's probably hard to think of that in terms, like, how do I talk about 4 years and wrap it all up? But if you could,
Well,
what have you been thinking about?
I would say there's been a lot of ups and downs, but softball has given me the chance to meet some of the teammates that I'll probably be friends with for a really long time, which
Sure.
is, gone to places that I probably wouldn't have gone to,
Right.
met people. So, I mean, all the time and effort that we put into, the conditioning and all
Sure.
that, we go through a lot together, so it makes us closer.
Yeah, definitely.
The bond that we have with teammates. I still have teammates from my junior college that we stay in touch. So
Sure,
yeah.
definitely. We'll talk about this later, why you actually came to William Penn, but I mean, you talk about coming to places that you never thought you'd come to. I'm guessing Iowa was probably on that list somewhere. Like, really, I'm not gonna go to Iowa. I'm from California.
I took
go to the Midwest.
a little time off after high school. I didn't think that I wanted to play college softball, and then I ended up going back to play for Cypress College,
Right.
and then my 2 years were done there, and I wanted to finish out my collegiate career, and I did some searching, and William Penn was one of the schools, and I had never heard of Oskaloosa, obviously.
Right.
But out of all of the schools that I was looking at, they had the best record, and talked to coach, and seemed like the best fit for me, so that's how I ended up here.
There you go. Oh, there was a reason.
Everyone always asks that. Why Iowa?
Well, that's what everybody asks all the time. They ask me, like, how do you guys get so many kids from out of state? I'm like, that's just been the tradition. And it's not one individual sport. You look at any sport that we have, there's tons of kids from everywhere. California or Florida or Texas or Alaska, I mean, for that matter. They're all over the place. So it just makes sense. It's just a tradition. This year, I said we weren't going to talk about it a lot. It's been a tough year. You guys have had some good times. You've had some bad times on the field. But what are you going to miss most about this season?
Well, teammates, obviously.
Sure.
I mean, that's a given. But I don't know. It's probably just being able to go out there with your uniform on, and you can always play slow pitch, but it's not going to be the same.
Right.
It's not going to be the same. It's not that high level of competition. The sweat and tears that goes into it. I mean, I'm gonna probably miss like the bus rides with your teammates and all that stuff. Just everything that comes with it. Actually.
Yeah, definitely. 4 games left, hopefully more, like you said.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to accomplishing this weekend? What's your goal? I'm going to take this. I'm going to pull this from this list. And what are you planning to do this weekend to help your team?
My personal goal is to play like I know how to play.
Yeah.
Go out there with a clear head, do what I'm capable of, and lead my team by keeping everybody motivated.
Sure.
Yeah. So we play Central Methodist on Sunday. So.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, 2 tough opponents, definitely, but, 2 opponents that have lost games this year, too, so obviously not unbeatable. You talked about, the motivating factor. You guys have a very young team this year, and just, you 4 seniors, and Paige has been hurt most of the season, so really, and I don't know how much she's been available out in practice and such, but basically, the 3 seniors out there, what have your roles been? What is your role been this year, and you feel like you've been able to achieve that as a motivator? I mean, I'm sure that's been a big deal.
I try to, like you did say, we have a lot of young teammates, so
right.
they feel a lot of pressure to
sure.
do really well.
Right.
But at the same time, when you feel that pressure, and coach is intense, but he only is intense because he knows what we're capable of.
Sure. Yep.
So sometimes when they let things get too big, and I can do it myself too,
yeah. Right.
Let the game get too big.
Sure.
Just remind them that it's just a game. It's the same game we've been playing.
Right.
For however
years
long.
Years, yeah.
Just gotta go out there and make plays.
Sure.
And don't let what anybody else outside or
right.
Get to you, because
sure.
It's just you and the game.
Definitely, that's right. All right, we'll get into the personal side of things because this is what I really enjoy talking about. Chelsee Herron, what is your nickname?
Well, I go by Chelsee, or my teammates call me Chelsee Dog. So.
Chelsee Dog, okay. Have those been things or those nicknames that came from somewhere? I mean, Chelsee makes sense.
I mean, that's
whatever. I didn't know if that started.
And if you really want to get technical, it's Chelsee Dog 2-1.
Chelsee Dog 2-1.
Because that's my number.
Sure, there you go. Kind of alluded to it, we didn't go into it fully, but why did you choose William Penn? I mean, why did you really choose William Penn?
Besides the fact that, I went out here I was offered a scholarship.
Sure.
Besides that, it's a private liberal arts school, and I want to be an elementary education
sure.
teacher,
right.
so, I mean, it kind of seemed like a good fit.
Sure.
And
sure.
The Midwest, I've never been out here, and
there you go. Try something different, right? Yeah, definitely. Describe Coach Christner in one word.
Passionate.
Okay. If you were a superhero or had superpowers, who would you want to be, or what power would you want?
Man, I wish I could have a couple.
Okay, go with a couple.
I would like to teleport and read people's minds.
Okay. Very cool. I'm sure you'd like to be back and forth to California just like that. So.
Yep, or when we travel on a bus for 20-something
right,
hours, I would really like to be able to
not
teleport
have to drive
then.
all the way down to
exactly.
Tucson. Yeah, I get that. People say you look like. Could just be a family member. Doesn't have to be a famous person.
People confuse me and my younger sister all the time.
Sure. Okay. Favorite food?
I like pizza, but everybody says that, I'm sure.
Okay. What do you miss back home? What food are you missing back home? Or a restaurant? I'm going to say In-N-Out. I mean, it just feels like a California
In-N-Out is definitely something I miss. Just even something simple. Have you ever heard of Del Taco? I really miss Del Taco.
Yeah.
I'm a Del Taco fan as opposed to Taco Bell.
Sure. Favorite movie?
Four Brothers.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
We actually don't have cable, and I am really out of the loop right now, but...
Are you binging anything on Netflix?
Netflix? Okay, I was before I got out here, and then everything got chaotic, so I'll say One Tree Hill.
Okay. Wow, old school.
Yeah,
that's been a while.
You've heard of it?
Oh, yeah. I'm not that old. We already talked about goal in this sport. I mean, you want to motivate, so we can go right over there. Currently listening to in your iPod or on Pandora, whatever it may be.
I really like the song we sing. Well, we have our warm-up CD.
Right.
A lot of those songs are old school, so we listen to those in the locker room, get us pumped up before games. So my teammates were all really hooked on the song called "The Fix" for a while. So it's just a funny teammate song that we.
There you go. If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
I would buy my parents a house first.
And would you still have money left?
Hopefully, yeah.
In Anaheim to buy a house.
True. That's the thing that I would buy first.
Okay. And then...
Because my mom's always talking about, I wish we had a bigger house.
Sure.
So.
If you had anything left...
Then I would buy... I would buy myself a car.
Okay. Any particular car?
Sporty. A really nice big truck.
Okay. Very cool. If you weren't playing softball, what other sport would you like to play?
Volleyball.
Okay. Any position in particular?
I played in high school a little bit. Probably outside hitter.
Okay. Favorite sports hero?
Sports hero.
Or sports
I mean,
team?
I wish I could hit like Mike Trout.
Sure.
So we'll just go with that.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Why not talk about the Angels?
Yeah, that's
As
my team.
As you walked over my A's mat when I walked in the room. No, that's what it's there for. You're supposed to walk on it, but. So,
I didn't even notice that.
No. Yeah. Anywho, person in history you most like to meet. And again, this doesn't have to be famous. Could be a family member you never had an opportunity to meet.
Well, I was really young when she passed away, but I think that it would be really cool if I could sit down with my grandma and, you know, spend some time with her.
Sure.
Talk to her now that I'm older.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely. Your future ambition, you said, be an elementary teacher. Any certain grade level, any certain thing that you really like to teach? Or, I mean, obviously elementary you teach it all, so.
Well, currently I'm in a 3rd grade class doing some observation hours, and I really like that age group.
Sure.
But any grade, if I was offered a job, I would take it.
Jumping at it,
yeah.
Sure. Plan on going back to California to teach?
Probably. But I'm going to get my license here.
Sure.
So.
It counts for a lot here. I'll tell you that. Iowa license, a big deal. Finally, you've had an opportunity over the last couple years to recruit, you know, so many of these young players, your young teammates. What have you told them, or what would you tell a future player to sell them on William Penn? What is so great? I mean, you've kind of already told us some things, but wrap it up.
I would say that if you can get through a full course, I mean, well, not sell them, but if you can get through a full course load here and on top of playing collegiate softball for William Penn, then it prepares you for life. It's not just once you're done here, you know, it's in the bigger picture. If you can do this, then you can, you know what I mean?
If you can multitask a big sport that, especially this month where you guys have played almost every day, I mean, that's a big load here.
It's something greater than yourself. You know, you get to be a part of something that has a long-standing tradition of a winning program.
Sure.
So.
Definitely. Well, thank you, Chelsee Herron, for sitting down for a few minutes. Told you you'd do fine. We just throw a nice little conversation out, and we just roll from there. But thank you so much. Congratulations on your career. Congratulations on everything in the future. Best of luck. Good luck tomorrow against Evangel. Again, noon start for the Statesmen against Evangel, Senior Day. Definitely come out and check out Chelsee and the girls.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.